What's it really like staying in one of the most affordable cabins on one of the world's largest cruise ships? Today, I'm taking you inside cabin 149 on deck 9 and inside stateroom on Oasis of the Seas. It's compact, it's budget friendly, but is it worth it? Let's find out. Let's go. All right, here we are on deck 9. Here is cabin 149. This cabin is located on the port side of the ship, forward of the elevators. Let's step inside. Right away, you'll notice it's a true inside cabin with no windows, no balcony, but it's surprisingly well laid out. You've got 172 square feet to work with, and Royal Caribbean does a solid job of making the most of the space. Front and center is the bed, which can be configured as a king or two twins. It's comfortable with plenty of pillows and decent mattress support. On both sides, you got nightstands. If you notice, there's no outlets on each side of the bed, or at least that I thought. The room attendant informed me that there is an outlet behind the mattress. If you follow the phone cord, you find it. It is ideal if you have a CPAP machine because the next closest plug is at the desk vanity area. The one thing I didn't see was any USB ports. Luckily, I took a multi-USB port charger so I could charge my phone and camera equipment. It's a must for me. For storage, you actually get quite a bit. There's a closet with hanging space, shelves for folded clothes, and even a small safe of valuables. If you're packing smart, this is more than enough room for a week-long cruise. We use this collapsible hanging rod to utilize the space the best for us. It worked really well for us. Over here, you got a desk and vanity area. This doubles as a workspace and a getting ready station. There's a mirror, good lighting, and outlets nearby. There is also another outlet down below where the chair area is, but it's only one. But there is a European outlet there, so if you have one of those conversion plugs to put in there, you'll actually have another 110 outlet there. To the left of the vanity mirror, there's some storage, and in this size room, every little bit helps. Underneath the counter is what I think was a cooler, because it didn't really seem to keep everything really cold, so I don't think it's a refrigerator. This is an older ship, and most likely this is just a cooler, so be aware of that. The top drawer had your hair dryer in it, and the next two drawers, they were pretty good size to hold whatever you needed. This room also has a floor-to-ceiling mirror. In the hallway by the bathroom door was your master switch and also your light switches for the cabin and the bathroom. No CPAS card needed to keep the lights on in this room. Above these switches was your heat and AC control. The bathroom is compact but efficient. You've got a shower with doors, a sink with some storage underneath, and shelving for toiletries. It's not huge, but it gets the job done. And the water pressure was amazing. I like that the shower head had a wand that you could remove from the holder. That was a nice feature. The sink was narrow and there wasn't much counter space, but we made it work for the week. So I just want to give you an idea how big the shower is. Short guy. Well, I can put my arm up with my fist. And as far as width, I get some room around the shoulders. And these two side panels slide in. So just an idea how big the shower stall is in this inside cabin on Oasis of the Seas. So in my opinion, cabin 149 on deck 9, it's a solid choice if you're looking to cruise on a budget without sacrificing comfort. You're not here for the room, you're here for the ship. And this gives you a great place to recharge in between all that action. There's so much to do on an Oasis class ship, you're not going to be in the room most of the time anyway. If you found this review helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more cruise content, and I'll see you on the next journey. Let's go! Check out one of these videos for more content.